Hi, I'm Angela Curlee, and you're watching Real Cooking TV.
Hi, you're watching Real Cooking TV. I'm your host, Kat Curlee, and I am very glad you've joined us today. This is episode number 6, and we're making Sopapilla Cheesecake. I love cheesecake. I don't care what it is, what kind it is, I love it. I don't care if it's fat-free, sugar-free, full fat, whatever. I don't care. I love cheesecake. That means I love all variations. And this variation is Sopapilla Cheesecake, and this is wonderful. And I want to thank my cousin, Angela Curlee, for the submission of this recipe, and I just can't wait to make it for you today. First off, in order to start this, we need to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. Okie doke, got it all preheated. Now we're going to make the filling for the cheesecake and get that started. Be sure you visit our website at www.realcooking.tv for a complete list of ingredients and directions to these recipes. First off, we're going to need to mix our cream cheese. Now, there are many variations of cheesecakes, and I love all variations of it, but this one is fantastic. So we're just going to start off with cream cheese. Basically, all recipes start off with cream cheese anyway. You're going to use an 8-ounce package of cream cheese. You can use any type of cream cheese you want, fat-free, reduced fat, or regular. We're going to use fat-free today. To this cream cheese, we're going to add a half a cup of sugar and a half a teaspoon of vanilla. And you're going to want to use a good vanilla. The better the vanilla, the better the cheesecake. I typically like to get the Mexican vanilla because it adds a lot of flavor and a lot of punch. And we're going to mix it. And you're just going to mix it until it's creamy, so all of it is incorporated together. Okay, now that this is mixed, we're going to set this aside. Okay, now we need to get the cake part of the cheesecake ready. So this is going to be super easy. We're just going to take some non-stick cooking spray and just spray our pan just real lightly, nothing major. We're going to take 1 package of crescent rolls you get from refrigerator section at the grocery store. Let's unwind it a little bit. You're going to half it in 2. We're going to unwind it. And it's going to come in 2 sections. So you're going to take this first section here and lay it in. And then we're going to take the next section and unwind it here and lay it in. And now we're just going to pat it together to bring in and to make 1 full section to cover the whole bottom of the pan. And it doesn't matter that you get it exactly perfect. Even this, the serrated parts on here that are just kind of separated already, you can just kind of jumble them together. No, it's not like it's really going to separate while it's cooking, but you know, if it makes you feel better, do it. So we got that whole thing separated. Now we're going to get our filling. We're going to empty it into the pan here. And you're going to empty it on the uncooked dough that you've already got at the bottom of the pan, because it's all going to cook together. Now today I'm using fat-free cream cheese, and I'm using a reduced fat crescent rolls. And we're just going to spread it. Now this filling is sweet because you've got the sugar and you've got the cheese, the cream cheese in it. Now for the second part of the cake, we're going to get that other part of the filling here, or with the topping here. We're just going to lay it on top. Unwind the next one. You see how easy this is. This is not hard. You might have to spread it like I just did. And then we're going to kind of bunch these together. And again, doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to even go to the very end, because it's just gonna be so good. Now see how easy that is? It is just super easy. You've just got your layers on and everything's good. Now we're gonna need to melt a half a stick of butter. So here's my half a stick of butter. And we're just gonna melt this. You're gonna want to put it in a non-breakable dish when you put it in there, and so it'll be fairly easy. I'm going to do for maybe 30 seconds. And while it's doing that, I'll do a little bit of cleanup. Time's up. Butter's just about melted. I'm just going to stir it a little bit. Make sure all the clumps are continually melting. I think that's just about great. Okay, now we've got our half a stick of butter melted. Now we're going to take a half a cup of cinnamon sugar and we're going to sprinkle it on top. Now I know that sounds like an awful lot, but trust me, you're going to need it. And I like to just kind of twist this around a little bit as I'm going, just so that I don't make a full big fat mess. Oh, it smells so good in here. I love the smell of cinnamon. It smells real woodsy and just really great. Okay, now we've got that melted. The last thing we do is pour on the melted butter, and yum, oh, this is great. Okay, we're going to pour on our melted butter all over. And it doesn't matter if you're perfect. If you don't get everything on there, it's okay. You're just wanting this to get on for texture, just to kind of add a little bit of a crisp at the very end. And you can kind of just spread it around a little bit. All done. This is it. Now we're just going to bake it at 350 degrees for about 25 minutes. Now it's time to wait. Okay, it's time to check. Oh wow, this is great. Let me get another. This looks really nice. Hot and bubbly, looking great. Now we're just going to set it here, and it's going to have to cool for a while because that would be way too hot to eat right this minute. Now we've got this cheesecake all done. I've got it served up in the bowl. You can see this great cream cheese with the pastry. It was really, really yummy, and just lots of cinnamon sugar on top, which forms a crispy kind of a crust when you pour the butter on top of it. I've just topped it with whipped cream. We're going to take a little quick bite of it here. That is so good. My company is going to love this for tonight's supper. Thank you so much for watching us today and for joining us to make the Sopapilla cheesecake. I hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure you check our website at www.realcookin.tv. Check it out. Please submit your favorite recipes so that we can come to your house and let you show us how you love to cook. Talk to you later. Bye. Is this thing on? This is Kat Curlee, and you're... Okay, that's ridiculous. Start over on that.